Hey everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we'll look into how we can install Splunk in a Red Hat based system. It can be CentOS, Amazon Linux or various others which supports RPM ones. So the first thing that we'll generally do is we'll go to splunk.com and we'll go ahead and go to accounts and we'll sign up. So this is very important. Do sign up because this is something that will be needed in the upcoming videos as well. So we'll go ahead and create an account. Go ahead and create your own account. You can fill in your own details here. So let me fill in mine. So once you fill in all the details, just accept the terms and conditions and you can go ahead and create your own account. So once you have created your account, you would see that you are automatically logged in here. So I'll go ahead and save my credentials so that I don't really have to remember all the time. Anyway, so once you have the account created, you can go ahead and proceed with the downloadable package installations. Now, one of the easiest way in which you can do that is you can just put Splunk download Linux, and if you just click on the first link, which is Splunk Enterprise download, you would see that this is Splunk Enterprise 7.2.0. The version always changes. I'll select the Linux distribution. Now if you have Ubuntu, you need to download the dep package. Now since I have Amazon Linux, which is a Red Hat base, or if you have Amazon Linux or CentOS, you can go ahead and do a RPM based installation. I'll go ahead and I'll click on download. So you will have to accept the licensing agreement and you have to click on start your download now. So one important part to remember is that since you will be installing this in your server, the ideal way to get around this is to download via command line, which is wget. So I'll copy this URL and I'll paste it in my server. So I am already logged into my server. I'll create a directory called as Splunk. I'll do a cd Splunk and I'll go ahead and I'll run this command. Now in case you're wondering, I have a server called as kplabs-02 in AWS, and this is where I'll be doing this specific practical. So you can have server in AWS or Azure or anywhere else. All you need to have is a SSH connectivity and proper firewall rules to be configured. Now this is downloaded. So if you'll see, this is a RPM based package. I'll go ahead and I'll do a yum y install Splunk 7.2. I'll press enter and it will go ahead and install the Splunk package. Perfect. So once the Splunk package is installed, you can go ahead and verify if everything is working correctly. So one of the easiest way in which you can do that is if you do a quick netstat-nt-lp. You have to, I hope you remember, Splunk Web UI associates with port 8000. So you would see that there is no 8000 port which is associated right now. That means the Splunk process has not started. Now Splunk installs itself in the opt Splunk directory, and if you do a ls, these are all the binaries and configuration files. So what you can do is you can go to bin and you would see that there are a lot of binaries which are present over here, and you can quickly go ahead and start Splunk. Now in order to do that, what I'll do opt Splunk bin Splunk and I'll say start. And you will see here it is asking me for the license agreement. I hope you remember, even in the earlier video we had put an environment variable so that it does not really ask this license agreement. So I'll quickly go ahead, I'll accept this license agreement. So in order to go down, you'll have to press space. So just in case. So you have to put the administrator username and password. Perfect. So after you give that, you will see that the Splunk web interface is available at port 8000. So now if you quickly do a netstat-nt-lp, you should see that there is a Splunk process which is running on port 8000. Now, one important part that you need to remember is that whatever security group that you associate with, you need to open port 8000 here. So definitely you should not do 000. So this is just for a quick demo, but you should have port 8000 to be up and running. So I'll copy the public IP of my server and I'll press this and I'll press 8000. And you will see I am getting a sign in page. I'll go ahead and I'll sign in with my credentials. And perfect, we have a Splunk installation up and ready. So this is how you can install Splunk in a server. Now I hope you understood both the differences, Docker container and servers. For the time being, we'll be continuing with the Docker container primarily because I do not really want everyone to spend their money on servers. Docker is quite easy to set up and you can do it locally. So why spend money on internet and the servers? So that is the primary reason why we'll be moving with the Docker containers. But in case you decide to go with the server based approach, everything that we'll be doing will be very similar. So this is it about today's video. I hope this has been useful for you and I like to see you in the next video.